if you're a football fan, you'll know that Pep Guardiola's Manchester City is arguably the best footballing side in the world currently. The holders of the UEFA Champions League trophy, English Premier League, FA Cup, Super Cup, Club World Cup, and over the last while they've been on a 20-country tour to showcase this to us. So our welcome into studio, Shaun Wright-Phillips, former Man City player, England international ambassador for the team. Shaun, welcome to Cape Town. It's the last stop of a very, very grueling schedule. Welcome. How have you found Cape Town so far?
It's been amazing. Met some lovely people at the embassy event yesterday who have partnered with Oasis. Got to see the kids from like the townships play football with them, did a Q&A. And no better place to be for the 20th and last stop, really, of the trophy tour.
I want to warn you, you're in a bit of a dragon's den. I want to show you our producer, Elliot, right behind you. Elliot, Mario, I want you to take off your top. There we go. And then I will reveal.
You're in trouble with that top.
I'm in trouble with this top, but well done. Let's get down to business. Let's talk about this rivalry, our noisy neighbours. I'm only kidding. I know. But it must be very interesting. And this is just the growth of English football. It's present in literally every country around the world. And everywhere you go to, you'll find these rivalries from people who've probably never been to Manchester or to Liverpool or to North London, coming to you and say, like, yes, you're Shaun Wright-Phillips, but I'm a Manchester United fan.
It's bad luck for them if they're United fan. But I think especially this year, if you see the way the Premier League has gone, you can understand why the Premier League is the Premier League, but you can also understand why the rivalries are there, because City and Liverpool's rivalry was never that big. But since Klopp and Pep and the race for the title, now all of a sudden that rivalry, there's a little bit of hatred there. They always want to outdo each other, and that just starts from the emotional connection from Klopp and Pep, the way they go at it head to head, the antics up and down the sidelines carries on to the players, which then divert into the fans. And for me, it's the best way to watch football. I think rivalries create atmosphere, and the fans are the people that lead the pathway within that space.
Your dad has a very special place in many people's hearts. Former Arsenal legend. You started off at Nottingham Forest as a junior, didn't you? Where were your first allegiances to a football team?
When I signed for Manchester City, I fell in love with the club because I remember being a kid, just schoolboy, playing on the training pitch was right beside the road, fenced off in Moss Side, and people would just come up and stand along the fence, watch you train. When we played the games on a weekend, they couldn't sit down. They would just gather around the fence and watch us play since we was like 16, 17. So I fell in love with the club because of the way the fans loved the club and what it meant to them. And the club was, to me, just like my mum always said, are you going back to your second home now? So from that time, I've just always been like a City fan.
But you've walked a path with City before even the resources that have been invested into Man City. Your first trophy was Man City, wasn't it? When a championship trophy.
Yeah, in championship. But I think the fans, I always go back to the fans. They got relegated to Division 2 the year I first signed, when I got released from Nottingham Forest. They still sold out all their season tickets, and they have done ever since then. And people talk about now they're a money machine, but their identity within that club has never ever changed. All the things they do on tour, they was always doing when I was younger, but the difference is now they can help people and help other clubs globally now that the infrastructure's there, and obviously that comes alongside success. But when you have the right people in the right places, success comes, and it has done. Pep and his team have been formidable, and the players have been unbelievable.
Two quick questions. It's a 3-horse race for the English Premier League. 10 games left. Arsenal, Liverpool and City. I want you to put some money in there. And how do other Mancunians really feel on the other side of the fence about Manchester United's most recent dip in seasonal form? How do you really feel?
I still think City just win it, to be honest with you. I think they've done this before. I think Arsenal's downfall, if it does ever happen, will be because they don't have the depth and they're not used to being in the Champions League this long. They very rarely rotate players, especially in that front three area, unless somebody's injured. I think Liverpool's done it before, so I think it will be between Liverpool and City again, personally. And as for the noisy neighbours now, it's actually a shame because I actually like that competition. I like that rivalry, and I think the derby that I went to just recently, I think for a derby game from a Man United perspective, I thought it was embarrassing.
Embarrassing? It was a very good first 30 minutes from United.
No, it was embarrassing. I think they didn't do anything apart from the Rashford shot on goal. What else did they do in the game?
I'm not tracing you out by the other people who want to talk to you. Shaun Wright-Phillips, really
You're scared, aren't you? Look, he's scared.
Elliot, he says Arsenal's out. Mario says Liverpool's gone. And Shaun Wright-Phillips is gone. Thanks so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your time in Cape Town.